experts say they have no training for mass sporting events. For cost reasons, the companies often hire immigrants and allegedly do not conduct proper background checks.
A problem that's relatively new is the radicalization of private security staff who turn to Islamic extremism. And they're obviously in very sensitive positions. We estimate there are dozens, and I would say several hundred security officers who are radical Islamists.
Can they be fired?
It's legally very complicated.
Turabali is critical of the sector's employment practices. He thinks staff assigned to major public events should be very carefully vetted.
If I work in security, then I have to be a role model. I can't instruct other people on how to behave if I'm creating a much bigger problem in my private life.
If it were up to Turabali, all security personnel would have emergency services training. During the attack in November, the 43-year-old was one of the few people present who knew what to do since he's had first aid training. Now, Salim Turabali has been honored for his efforts at the highest level.
Look at this photo. I'm with President Hollande. He said I was an example for the whole profession.
Turabali's wife, Bibi, is proud that her husband has become a role model in France. But now, during Euro 2016, she's very aware of the danger he puts himself in each day.
It does make me afraid.
It seems others are afraid too. Fewer people are visiting the fan zones than in past European championships. The euphoria is rather subdued, and Salim Turabali will continue to be on the lookout for potential danger.
Next to Ukraine. Now, the conflict in eastern Ukraine may no longer be front-page news, but the region does remain volatile. And over the last few months, we've seen an upsurge in fighting between Ukrainian forces and pro-Russian separatists. International observers blame both sides. The problem, though, for the ordinary Ukrainians who are trying to set up a free and democratic pro-European state is that they're fighting effectively on two fronts, with rebels in the east and with corruption within their own government in the capital Kiev. When it comes to the country's large reserves of amber, corruption is not only having a devastating effect on the country's finances, but also on its environment.
It looks like a lunar landscape. Dmitry Leontyuk has come here to survey the damage. He's an environmental activist and belongs to the pro-European Euromaidan movement. The craters here are the result of amber mining. The company responsible was supposed to have reforested the land. That clearly hasn't happened. Instead, new craters have appeared.
It was probably illegal amber diggers who took advantage of the opportunity to bribe the police who guard the area.
The activist meets a group of men nearby in the village of Klesiv in northwestern Ukraine. Eventually, they agree to show him the fruits of their mining activities. Possession of illegally mined amber can lead to prosecution in Ukraine. This small heap of stones could fetch $1,000 on the black market. The men say that the gemstone is especially sought after by Chinese buyers. The illegal mining has been a financial boom for the village, where the money's been used to build houses. The men responsible say they're doing the local area a favor. They've been able to build a playground, and there are plans to improve the roads too. Vasil maintains the government is aware of and even cashes in on illegal mining.
Illegal amber mining is good business for the guys at the top too. Bureaucrats don't have to invest anything and still end up better off.
He's referring to bribes. The miners say police officers and security officials turn a blind eye to the illegal activities in exchange for cash payments.